All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I am super excited. It is 2026, and this is the first Solutions Thursday of the year. And it happens to be January 1st. So it's very convenient. Um, yeah, just kind of reflect on last year. We did too. Last year we started in December, the last 2 weeks, and we have covered a few things. So, again, we have a solutions Facebook page, a community group where you guys can request what you'd like for us to actually share and show from our experience, what solutions we use to help uh, be more effective in ministry. So, I believe last week we went over, it's slipping me. We went over how just a simple, cost-effective way to get on your website a event, um, sorry, not an event, a consultation booker, and we used the Google Calendar and bookings for that. And then I showed you how you can embed it into your website. And I think before that we actually looked at how we designed our social media uh, banners with Canva and went through our entire process. Today, I'm actually really excited tonight for what we're going to be doing. We're going to be continuing something I had mentioned in the previous video that I found was extremely uh, just profitable for us. And so I hope it's going to be profitable for you. But we're going to talk about how you can get five, I said five, okay, free professional email accounts. I hope you understand what I mean. Um, to go and message somebody as a professional, and the email says uh, anika@gmail.com is typically a flag. It's not as professional. It doesn't have anywhere near what your business or domain is. So you already have, let's say, a domain, a website. For example, we have ozarkoutpostcenter.org, and ideally, a professional business email would look like support or info or hello at ozarkoutpostcenter.org. That's it. And so when somebody gets emailed, they see hello at ozarkoutpostcenter.org. So they know that, oh, okay, this is coming from ozarkoutpostcenter.org. Yeah, that's why they call it a professional email. Now, if you go to Gmail Suite, I don't think they call it that. It's going to be Google Workspace now. Um, they will charge you to have your domain connected to their emails. So there's a way for you to get five, five fingers here. None of them are cut off. Five free, like I said, free. Am I being too dramatic? This blew my mind when I found this out, okay? That I could get five free business professional emails. And I'm going to show you how exactly we did that. So I mentioned before, as we were going through the chat GPT in the beginning of last week's video, there are just some different platforms that you can use for bookings. One of them was Zoho. And I had dropped a dime for Zoho that Zoho has a lot of different things to offer, kind of like how Gmail has a lot of different things to offer. Zoho has a whole plethora, I would even say more things to offer than Gmail does or Google does. And that's just my claim. I didn't verify that. But one way we actually use Zoho is for our mail, for our business professional mail. This is just so great. And I can get five free business professional domains using Zoho. All right, let's just get right into it. Okay, let me switch the screen on over. Okay, let me just show you how I got here. Um, so typically, just wanted to kind of show you, this is the Gmail account we have for skilledcraftsman.pro. And skilledcraftsman.pro currently, let me just show you. All right, so we have been working diligently the last several weeks to beta test a lot of skilled craftsmen. Remember, Skilled Craftsman, if you don't know just yet, it is a Seventh day Adventist networking platform for ministries, freelancers, businesses, Christian businesses, uh, the whole works. And it's a networking platform designed to help you connect with each other. In fact, let me see if I can, if everything's working correctly. I hope it is, because we're live here. But this is pretty much what it looks like, and you can now actually see people connected onto it, whether you're an organization or a freelancer or a craftsman is what we call them. And you can search through the database and filter through by location, skill types. Like, imagine being able to search for literature evangelist near me. You can totally do that right here in this database. So we are in beta testing mode here, and one of the things that what we did, let me see, I think I'm signed in. When you actually sign up, let's see if I can find it. Here we go. You go down to the bottom, you can hit become a craftsman and join our best professional network. You'll start your application, right? So when you do that, I'm actually already logged in, so it's going to redirect me. But this is our user dashboard. For me to send an email from skilledcraftsman.pro, because that's our domain name right here, I didn't have one yet. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you how I'm going to create a professional business email for skilledcraftsman.pro. First thing you need is the domain, okay? You got to have the domain. So we're going to go to, we're using GoDaddy. You might be using Ionis. You might be using Namecheap. I don't know what else there. You could be even using Wix, I guess. So we're going to, I think I'm already logged in. That's great. I'm going to go to my products here and go to the domain you own yourself. And we're going to access what we call the DNS records. It's a bit technical. It's easy, but, you know, especially once you get it. For those that don't know, follow me through with this, okay? So we're going to go on down, and I'm looking for, let's see which website here. Okay, not showing. Event. There we go. Skillcraftsman.pro. And I'm going to manage my DNS. So I'm going to click on here. Now this is GoDaddy. Again, remember, if you don't know where to find your DNS records on your web hosting or web application-y thingy, back on the screen. Not that you need to hear me, well, see me, but you need to hear me. Okay, so I'm now at DNS management for GoDaddy. Hopefully you guys saw how I got there. There's several different ways you can get there. There's also, when you click on it, there's this side panel here. But if you don't know how to get to it on whatever your domain provider is, you know, I'm going to tell you what I've been telling you for weeks. Every solutions video. AI has the solution. Just, you could even Google it. Google has its own AI platform, and it searches, you know, its vast network of everything on the web. Um, DeepSeek, I use ChatGPT, whatever you want to call it. Perplexity. Look, man, use whatever works. It'll tell you where to look. You could even YouTube it. That's my favorite one, because YouTube make it quick. I'm visual, right? So look, if you don't know, trust me, there are answers out there. Don't be afraid to not get started because you just don't know. Like, just search it. Okay, moving on. So now that we're in our DNS management, this is pretty much, that's it. This is where you need to be for here. Now what we need to do is go to Zoho. So let's say you already have, like I do, this is a brand new Gmail account. I literally just created it like a few seconds ago for this tutorial because I needed it for our platform. I'm going to put this on this site here. Okay, so you need an email, and you could just create a regular Gmail here, skillcraftsman.pro, or I think it's skillcraftsmanpro@gmail.com. That's basically my now business email, and that's what a lot of people do. They will just put or find a they'll just put in that front part their business. But again, that's sketch, man. That's real sketch. So right now, what's happening with skilled craftsmen is it's sending out email verifications through Ozark Outpost Center at gmail.com, which is a no-no. I knew I was going to do this video, so I intentionally left it like that. So for those of you that are actually applying right now and are seeing that, why isn't it a professional? That's what it is. Okay, that's okay. We're going to be changing this right now. Let's go. Okay, so instead of us using this Gmail, we're going to now set up a professional domain, and what it'll look like is maybe um, info at skilledcraftsman.pro. Wow. Well, just like that. Okay. So first, we're gonna need Zoho, and Zoho is our gonna be our new friend. We're not gonna be using that Gmail account for business transactions unless you just want to. I personally don't. I wouldn't do that. Um, I use it for like logins for specific things that I use, but I definitely don't use it for my business transactions. When I use for Ozark Outpost Center, I strictly use our business accounts on Zoho. So I can just search. In fact, I'm going to do a Google search because this is going to give me something crazy. Zoho mail, and you can type in free. All right. This is a little tricky. So it needs to say zoho.com mail sign up. How do I zoom in? Can you see that right there? Right here? This one right here. Okay, we're gonna click on that. Sign up. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I was trying to tell you not to click on. So I guess I'm glad I clicked on it because now you know what not to click on. That's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, you're gonna scroll down. That's the one. Zoho Mail pricing. Okay, now I'm gonna highlight it again. Zoho Mail pricing. All right, and there's a reason why. Because when I get here, Zoho Mail pricing, and you scroll down, this is what it tells you. It says, hey, yeah, here's the pricing up front. It's $3 here, $1 there. This is actually a really good model. I'm just thinking from a business perspective. Um, it's it's a trick model, right? And it says per user, uh, per month, right? $3 for a workspace. So if I were to do this 5 times, that's $15 a month. I don't want to do that. All right. Then there's this $1 one, which is um, actually, I do not understand this. Build annually, no monthly plan. So, oh, that's like, oh, okay, that's okay. Okay, I get what it means. In other words, all of these are a build for, you can't even get them for the 1 month thing, right? It's only annual. All right, so 3, 1, and 4. Okay, but that's not what we're looking for. Didn't I say for free? I sure did. So we're gonna keep on scrolling down, and as you scroll past all of this, then they show you a little something else. Oh, there's a $6 one. Okay, and well, that's not what we want either. You keep on going, and you will see this right here. They now, depending on what time you're looking, when you're looking at this video, it's gonna look different. When I first discovered this looked completely different. But this is what you're looking for: the forever free plan. Do you see that? Email hosting for one domain for up to 5 users, 5 GB of mail storage per user. And if you don't use it like crazy like I do, that this is totally perfectly fine. And hopefully, if you are using it that crazy as a business, um, hopefully you're self-supporting enough to create income. If you're not, please check out skilledcraftsman.pro and see how we can connect you to or train you even to do freelancing on the side for other ministries, so that way you can start generating some income. Woo-hoo. Okay, so we're gonna hit sign up now for right here, forever free plan. I love these gears. They're so great. All right, so it's going to ask you for some information. We're going to sign up for Zoho Workplace. We want a business email, a personal one. And I'm going to put my name as Skilled Craftsman, just because that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put in the Skilled Craftsman Pro. Wait, I think that's it. At gmail.com. I think that. Let me verify. Skilled Craftsman Pro. Okay, yeah. I just registered it, so I don't know. And we're just gonna type in a password here. I'm going to trust that I typed this in right because I am not on the live going to show you. Wow, I got lots of things on my face, don't I? Anyway, I'm not going to show you the thing here. All right, so I agree to the terms. We're going to sign up, and hopefully it's the right. I typed it in right. Okay, so now it's asking for an OTP from skilledcraftsmanpro@gmail.com. So I'm going to go to my Gmail here, and we're going to wait. And hopefully I typed it in right. Bam, there it goes. Zoho verification code. Yes. Now let me click on this thing here. This is my verification code. All right. There we are. Paste that thing in there. So, what do we get from here? I'm going to save this. Okay, perfect. So now we have this here. This is going to actually walk you through. You really don't need me after this, but some of you might. So you're going to go through it with me. Okay? So welcome to Zoho Mail. You can use a domain you already own or purchase a new domain. Choose your preference to continue your account setup. So we're not going to buy a domain from Zoho. That's actually kind of cool that you can do that. I didn't know that you could do that. I'm curious to know how much they cost, but I'm not going to do that right now. And we're going to add an existing domain that I already have. So we're going to hit add now. I'm going to put in skilledcraftsman.pro. Provide your organization name. Okay, it's skilled craftsman. And our industry type. That's a great question. We're kind of like a. Okay, I'm gonna Google it. I have no idea. What kind of industry type? I'm sure this isn't important, but I don't know. What kind of industry type is a networking database? I don't know. Data center? Database? I don't know. Why am I so zoomed in? Oh, let's see. Intelligent service architecture. It belongs to IT. Wow, that's kind of funny. Or network management. I don't know. Anywho, let's see what else we got. Other organ services, transportation, telecommunications, retail and e-commerce, real estate and construction, professional services, non-IT. Yes, that's what I would think it'd be. IT hardware and IT related services, HR related services. We're gonna just say professional services, non-IT. We're gonna hit add now. I don't know why they need that, but hey, okay. Skillcraftsman.pro. Congratulations. Well, thank you. Your domain was added successfully. You need to prove that you own this domain. Now, this is where the DNS records friends come in, okay? So we're going to proceed to domain verification. That's why we have GoDaddy still up here. So whatever your your domain register is, you need that. Okay. So let's verify your domain ownership. Um, Log into my DNS or configure manually. I have found it easier for me to configure it manually. I've never tried to log into my DNS, but I kind of actually I'm not gonna do that. Only because I want to show you all how you would do it if you needed to do it manually. So I'm gonna hit configure manually, and it literally tells you what to do. Check out how to verify your GoDaddy. Look, they even got a video. Man, these people are on point. I gotta learn little things too from them. Okay, so for security reasons, you need to verify your ownership. Add a TXT record in the DNS. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We have identified that your domain manager is GoDaddy, correct? Log into your GoDaddy DNS account. Now add this new text record. Okay, so I'm gonna go into here to Skill Craftsman Pro, and we're already in DNS records, and I don't think I have a TXT here. If you already have one, sometimes what it will tell you is, hey, there's a conflicting record that already has that. Just find it that matches similar the this one here, the type and the name, and then delete it, or just go into it and change it. But I usually like to delete them because all right. Don't go in here and start deleting a bunch of stuff, okay, guys? Please, please, you're gonna mess things up. And if you want to do that, then make sure you take a screenshot so you can re-put them back in. But You don't need to do that. This right here is a fairly fresh domain. I haven't actually added a lot of different things to it. So now I'm going to add a new record. Again, this looks different depending on what you're using. We're using GoDaddy. Um, but there may be a plus sign or something that also says add new record. And I think if I scroll down, there it is, bam. So we know we need to add a TXT record. And let's see what Zoho sells. TXT, the name should be at or leave it blank. So I'm going to just put at. And then I'm going to copy in this value and paste it in here. I'll leave this TTL as that. I'm not really too sure the point of that. I'll be honest. I just know how to follow instructions at this point, and it works. So just follow me now. All right, we're gonna hit save. Updating DNS records. Okay, great. So that was successful on GoDaddy's end. Now we go back to Zoho and we hit verify. And sometimes it may take 5 minutes. Like right now, it just did not register. May take a little bit. I'm gonna just keep hitting verify. GoDaddy, I know doesn't take too long. So there it goes. Bam. Wow. That was the quickest setup ever. Okay, great. So cool. My domain is now verified. GoDaddy made it really simple. So now we need to do a few other things. I am now the super administrator of the organization. Create your domain based email address. Okay, so the super admin, um, now you get to create your first professional domain. Mine is now at skilledcraftsman.pro. So how do I want people to get a hold of me? Um, I might just put admin because it's pretty simple to remember. Admin at skilledcraftsman.pro. And that is our first, yeah, domain that we will be using. And this is what we'll also be using to log in as well to Zoho. I could use that one I used to set up this account, or I could actually now log in at admin at skilledcraftsman.pro, which is just great. So the great thing also about Zoho is I can access all of these like I would, the Gmail app. Zoho has its own app. So I, as a professional, know if I get any mail from Zoho, it's business related because that's just how I give out that email. It's usually just business. Sometimes, you get those weird things that pop up, but I don't connect it personally to just me signing up for something or that kind of thing. I keep it strictly business, so it's been very helpful for me. I respond to those very promptly, just because I know better. It's for business, right? So now, great. What's great is now I can add and set up users. I don't need for Skilled Craftsman right now. I don't really need uh, a lot. I don't need all 5 accounts, but what I do want is a let's see. I was gonna say a support account, so people can email support at Silk Craftsman. But right now, we actually already have it set up to kind of handle our own, I believe, support tickets. Let me see if it's set up here. Okay, no, I haven't uploaded yet. Hey, why not? I thought I did. So we already have a way to handle our support tickets, so people don't actually have to email us, which is great. So I may just be okay with admin at whatever. I'm personally, I think for Skilled Craftsman, I'm going to save those 4 emails for later when I have more team come on board. I can actually now, when I create a user account, I can actually, do this and set up a password, or I could have it send credentials. I can set up a password, like a dummy one, and send credentials via email to them and then force them to change the password on first login. I can upload their user, um, image, everything in between. As I said, I'm not going to add users right now, so I'm going to keep going. Proceed to set up groups. And then we're going to need to do some DNS mapping and some email migrations if you want to do that. You already have an existing Gmail that has a bunch of stuff. I'm probably not going to do that again because I don't need to. I just created this Gmail. Groups in Zoho Mail help organization users to streamline their communication both internally and externally while also minimizing email clutter. Okay, You can Google what groups are. I have no idea what it is, so I'm just gonna skip it because I don't need it. But I do need to do some DNS mapping. Okay, so we need to continue with our DNS, so that way when people do email us, it goes to the right direction. So you're not done after verifying your email. You now need to connect your domain so Zoho can use it. Okay, so again, I'm gonna configure manually. I could log into my DNS. You guys try that first because it's probably the easiest way for you. But because I want to show you what it's like to do it manually, these are all the records that actually we need. This is all the ones that it needs to check. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3 MX records with the at symbol with these 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's do that. Let's add a new record, and we're going to choose the type as MX at. That's not that at, and then let's copy one and paste and then hit save. Oh, priority. I don't know. Let's see if it tells me. Oh, it sure does. Wow. Okay. Man, this thing is. Let me get this off of here. It's like blocking me. All right, 10. So it tells you right there. Oh, control. Oh, I guess I didn't copy it. Gonna go back to Zoho and I'm gonna copy this. I can probably type it just as quickly though. 10. Great. Now I'm gonna hit save. All right, perfect. Now I know I need two more. This one again is an MX, and I believe it was, I think it was at, yep, this one, and then that priority is 20. I'm gonna put 20. I want to save this one, and we're gonna do another one, just because it told us to. Any reason why? I have no idea. I think the next one was 30. Oh, oops, I was wrong. See that? That's why you gotta check. It's 50, and we're gonna copy that. So it's 50, and bam. All right, hit save. Now the next record is an SPF. I don't even know what that means. Spammers may forge the email address in your domain to send out spam. Okay, so I guess this is to that not happen. So we're gonna do a text, a txt at. I'm gonna copy this one. So we're gonna do another record, txt, and verify it was an at. Yes, at. I'm gonna hit save. And then there's this really big one. It's a DKIM. I used to know what all these meant, but don't ask me now. You can now AI it, Google it. Amen. Okay, we're gonna add another text record with, instead of the at, we're gonna do this email at dot underscore domain key. So I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Add a new one, and this was another text record. Oh, took the wrong one. Text record. Paste that in, and we'll go back and copy this long thing because there's no way I'm typing that. And bam, I'm gonna hit save. Okay, I think that's all of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now again, we can wait a little bit. Although I know, as I said, GoDaddy does it pretty good. So I'm gonna hit verify, and it's gonna just check it all for us. It's loading. Sure, it's taking a while, ain't it? Okay, well, it's a good time to talk about some of the things that I'm super excited about with Skilled Craftsman. Our goal was to try to get it up and running for the end of 2025. Well, it's January 1st and we're still working on it, and that's okay. But let me tell you, right now, what you can do is go ahead and start the application process. So you can go to become, let me see, while that's still doing its own thing. Let me go back. I think it's to here. It says demo right now, but this is actually the live site. I'll fix that later. I don't need to fix it now. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom here where it says become a craftsman. Okay, when you aren't logged in, you can actually click on the about and it'll say become a craftsman, and you'll see all this lovely information. Any questions you guys might have, we have a FAQ here at the bottom. You can go through all these lovely different things. We are handling freelancers and professionals. Like this is so exciting. Let me check this. Wow, it's still loading. Okay, so you can go here, hit start your application, and obviously you'll be here. It says become a craftsman or log in, and yeah, it'll walk you through the process. Okay, great. I'm gonna hit verify again and see what happens. I believe all these records are in here at alright, 10, 20, 50, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if it registered this one, but not this. So this is what I was saying to you guys is, um, imagine people can now actually search to see who's what kind of worker is available, and if they're one in my area, what's their location, and what skills they have to offer. I don't recommend you do like what I did and put all of the different. I don't have nearly all of the skills that I have in here, but imagine I can now search and the skills that they're willing to offer for their services. You can now see and say, wow, I needed someone to help with graphic design, but it's really nice to know that if I needed help, they're willing, let's say, to do agriculture or assist as a girls team. Like it's really nice, right? But hey, I didn't know that there were even girls deans on here, or even medical missionaries, and so now I can click on the skills and I can see who else is in these different categories, which is just super cool. So I can see all the freelancers or the craftsmen, um, whatever you want to call them, the organizations, and yeah, that's kind of this is taking a little too long. I'm not too sure why, guys. So maybe if I just went for the what does configure automatically mean? Log into my DNS. Okay, that's what that is. So like I'm sure if I did this, this might make this video much shorter. And it'll hit connect. Great. So the process though that I was using should have worked. I don't know why it didn't work, but I could just do it automatically. So just give it a try, see what happens, and bam. So now that is all connected. I'm going now to proceed to email migration. And I'm not going to do any data migration because I don't have any emails to send except for that one that Zoho sent me. Like that's it. But you can. Oh, look, now I have two. Nice. Your email address. Cool. So you could definitely, you may even want to do that. So that way you have all of your emails instead of on your Gmail, you can now have them all migrate to over here. You could also set it up. I believe it's, I can't remember. I think it's another way. I'll drop a video in the link that actually explains how you can set it up to where the emails you get from Zoho or Gmail can be kind of crossed between the two. So you can still be checking it like one place. All right, so I'm gonna proceed to go mobile, and this is what's awesome. It has a mobile app. I use this thing like a lot. Okay, so you can download their mobile app, iPhone, Android, whatever, and access now everything like you would Gmail on your phone. And so all of my business emails now go here. Proceed setup completion. Woohoo! My setup is complete. Now I can go to either the admin console or check out my inbox. I'm gonna go to the admin console because I want to show you a few things that's really cool about the admin console. It is different than your inbox, so they're two different things. So welcome to the admin console. I don't want to take a tour, thank you. But total 5 total licenses. I have one domain, one organization user, 0 groups. This is where basically you would manage all that stuff. If you wanted to mail admin.zoho.com, bookmark this page. Okay, if you needed to add more users, you would go here and you would add your other 4 users down here. You can still do your data migration. You can still add groups. I still don't know what that is, so maybe someone else can tell me. You add more domains. Again, if you have a paid account, that's how that works. You can now manage your organization. Um, this is actually what I like to do. I can put in a, let me see, welcome to these announcements. Okay, actually it's not right here, but I'm gonna go to dashboard again. They've actually moved things around since last I've been here. There's a lot going on. Let me see. Oh wow, look at that. There's Yeah, mail settings. Is it in here? Account restrictions. Okay, email routing configuration. Yeah, this is basically where you would go. Uh, I don't know. This feature is available only for paid people. So I'm not a paid people, so I'm not going to do it. It's been a while since I've been on here, but now I have it. I should have it configured. I can now send an email. Let's test this thing out to admin at Ozark out. Oh wait, wrong one. At skilledcraftsman.org. Um, testing Zoho. This is a test email for my Zoho account. I can't spell, and that's okay. So I'm gonna hit send, and doesn't look like it bounced back on me. So that's a good sign. That's an excellent sign. All right. So now we need to actually get to mail. So I hit that home button. I don't know if you saw it on the right hand side, and this takes me right to mail.zoho.com. So that's how you would access it if you're on the computer. Mail.zoho.com, and two unread emails from looks like Zoho. Hello, thank you. Wow, great. Secure and feature rich email with calendar, contacts, tasks, and notes, which is again, it's really nice. Okay, and that's kind of. I'm trying to see if I was able to get that other email. The MX records for your domains are not pointed to Zoho. You may not receive emails in Zoho. That's important. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to click on this, and that's probably why the email has not gone through just yet. So let's see what's going on here. We're going to go to, I'm assuming it was domains. No, not domains. Okay, chat channels, contacts. How do I get back to, like, DNS? Right click. Open a new tab, information, view advanced settings, view email. Okay, configure MX. All right, I'm going to log into my DNS again and see if it'll do it for me. If not, I may have to delete those records that I had created, the MX ones, and then tell it to do it again. So it's verifying. Okay, it's detected now. Bam. Perfect. So that should be good then. Completed. Now when I go back into mail, I don't know if it's gonna send me what was already sent or if I have to resend another one. Let's see. This is so huge. Unread. Alright, so let's send another one and see. They have a lot of, by the way, different things to offer. You can totally like check this out. They have some. This is actually for events backstage. Like it's super cool. Um, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna send another email. Okay. So look, message delivery subsystem. So it failed. I'm sure that's what it was saying. Admin at skilledcraftsman.org. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not even the email. That's why. My bad. It's admin at skilledcraftsman.pro. Another test for another day, another defay. Skilledcraftsman.pro. Alright, great. So that should now go through. Do do do. Let's just wait for you message you. Alright. Oh, look at that. Alright, see, look at that. Shazao! Skilledcraftsman at gmail.com. So now we're receiving emails. Perfect. So there we go. So now I can connect Skilled Craftsman uh, domain to the email management system that I have hooked up for the Skilled Craftsman website. So now you guys will be receiving emails for your pins at, I don't know, no reply at skilledcraftsman.pro and things like that. So that's super bombastic. Um, Before we go, I just want to show you a little bit more about Skilled Craftsman, and please um, imagine with me the endless amount of possibilities that could happen from this database. It's a networking platform for both organizations and freelancers, lay workers, ministries, businesses, the whole works. And let's say I was like, man, I wonder what Adventist businesses are in Tennessee. You're gonna probably see a whole bunch, but Adventist businesses in, let's say, Houston, Missouri, you're not gonna see that much. But you'd be surprised that you see any. I believe we do have a lot of business owners, just don't know where they are. So it's nice to be able to know that, wow, okay, I could actually support, you know, uh, a ministry here, and I could learn from those that are doing business. There is a wonderful, I think it's an organization, I guess, called Hive, Hyve. And Hive is an international organization that actually teaches Adventist businessmen how to do ministry. So please, like, if you haven't checked them out, they're really cool. And check out when their next conference is. I think it's either November or it's later in 2026, I believe. But hoping to kind of connect and reach out to them. But this database here is to hold not just businesses and industries, because I believe OCI has a good list of self supporting industries and institutions. And those that are already on OCI, your application process is already taken care of in Skilled Craftsman. As soon as you provide your OCI profile and everything is verified, you're good to go. Your verification process is actually much easier for us to do. We don't have to do a lot of verification because OCI has already done it. So for you to be on Skilled Craftsman, like, that's right there. So the purpose of Skilled Craftsman is a lot of self-supporting institutions are providing services, and we wanted to not just provide services to the community, but to provide them to each other. So if you need electrical work done, and there's business, an Adventist business, if even what sanitariums are near me, you'd be surprised. I'm in Missouri, and you're like, well, what kind of places are there? But we have, I believe, New Paradigm Ministries. There's Ozark Outpost Center that's here. There's the Tree of Life. There's a it's A Pattern Health. I believe he previously used to be the director of or something like that of Wildwood. And he's now over here, and they're doing some really cool stuff. You'd be surprised to see what's actually going on in your own area. And if you were a young person that wants to join a ministry or to see if there's any opportunities even near you where you can partner with somebody that already needs laborers, they need help, you can now search that and see all the different opportunities they have and communicate with them. I believe OCI does something similar, but what we're doing is we're reversing it as well. If you're an organization and you're looking for workers, there may be people that are offering their services already, or they want to be a missionary, or they're wanting to be a volunteer. Something I had mentioned some time ago is that when we were doing our Adventist Youth Mission Summit, we had rebranding prophecy, and the the brother there, Cameron, they have an amazing idea, but they have to outsource animators. But could you imagine having a list of Adventist animators that you can connect with to get the work out sooner? Like, that project is gonna cost a lot of money. What if we could support the work of our own people, so then that way they can be supported by doing quality work for the Lord? Like, their animation projects are Bible based, completely Daniel and Revelation. So imagine now, as say, I can learn animation and not have to work in a worldly organization or scour for pennies at another job because I just couldn't find something that aligned with my faith. So now you can put yourself out there on this platform and say, hey, I'm available for hire. and I'm offering these services, or hey, I'm willing to be a missionary, I'm willing to be a volunteer, I can search the opportunities and I can say, well, okay, like bet. Like, there is not a lack of workers. I believe there's a disconnect in where to find them. I get over and over phone calls myself for media. I get phone calls for literature evangelism, but I'm only one person. But I know there's a plethora of you that are out there wondering how you can use these skills that God has given you, that God has allowed you to learn. How can I use them for ministry? This is what skilled craftsman is for. It's connecting those dots. Right now, even Ozark Outpost Center is in need and looking for people that are willing to pioneer. We're starting our different industries and we have systems in place for them, but we need people to manage them. Like now, you can see that. And the best part, this is free. This is a free platform. This is just great. So we have our verification process, but this is a free platform. Um, there are some paid features, but you don't necessarily need them in order to function. So I'm super excited to see where this is going to go and how far it's going to actually take for us to share the gospel so Jesus can come with this edition. This has been a project I believe the Lord has placed on my mind to work on for the last 2 years, and it is finally to a point where we're just ready to go. And I'm super excited to start seeing this actually working. Imagine being able to stay focused with your vision, your mission, by finding people that have the same vision and mission. Like God has given it to them. Let's connect. Let's create teams. They don't even have to be there on campus. We can do things online, but now I know where to find them. Strictly Adventist Network. I don't have to pay hundreds of dollars to go to GYC. GYCs are great, by the way. I love them. I think they're great for focusing on where God wants me to grow. But sometimes when you go, this is just personal experience, when you go to um, ASI and GYC and AdAgra and these other large conferences that have a lot of different booths, you're just another number sometimes and you get lost in the crowd. And the Lord still works it out, but it can be overwhelming. What if there was a place, and there is, skilledcraftsman.pro, where intentional laborers go to find things not just once a year, but 24/7, because it's online, and can connect and chat to see how we can work together unitedly. If you haven't already, man, started your application process, please go ahead and do that. All right. And join the network of Adventist ministries, lay workers, businesses, and freelancers, missionaries, volunteers. I don't know if I already said that. Okay. Like this is going to be game changer. And it is designed with those that are trying to be self-supporting in mind. Because you can offer services on the platform itself. We don't take any commission for it. We just connect you and just do the review process and make sure everything's all good. And now you have a way to be supportive and get the work done. It's a win-win. So yeah, skilled craftsman. Full features coming soon. We are also looking for people. Just dropping in at the dime while I'm at it. Is skilled craftsman is needing um, from the start those that are willing to help develop the platform. So we will have our opportunities also listed on the platform. So you can only see opportunities on the platform. So go ahead, apply so you can see the different places that are hiring, what they're hiring for, and what they're willing to offer you, whether they're looking for missionaries or volunteers and that kind of stuff. And man, this is going to be great. I'm excited. I'm like super excited to see how this works out. So, yes, let's get the work done, friends. And now you know in your own business and ministry how you can get 5 free. What did I say? 5. 5 free professional domain emails. Okay, this has been a wrap, about an hour, and I think most of it was just me talking about skilled craftsmen because this is what I've been working on for the past several days. So forgive me, but I'm super excited. You guys can actually go on right now and let me actually see here. You guys can go on right now and apply. Start your application process. We manually call to verify we approve that you are a Seventh Day Adventist, and then from there it's over. Okay, this is just great. I'll see you next Thursday.